often get asked by a lot of people we engage with, what does the financial planning process entail? Do you mind taking us through that?
Yeah, of course. Obviously a question that we get asked quite a bit in our profession, and we found quite surprisingly that despite the enormity of information and literature that's available, like online and in different investment periodicals describing it, there's actually a pretty big gap in what people understand, what's involved and what's applied in the financial planning process. And I think that if I had to put a reason behind this, it would be it's quite difficult to go beyond anything else other than generic in the description of it, because it is a very personalised process and procedure. And so I'm sure you could appreciate, well, in description and definition of it, ultimately financial planning is providing strategies and advice that are tailored to your situation to help you achieve your goals and objectives. And I'm sure you can appreciate that what's right for one person or one family, or whether it be a business owner or an individual, is going to be fundamentally different, whether it be their situation or what they're trying to achieve between one and another. So in saying that though, to cast a little bit more light on what's involved in financial planning, there are definitely some similarities and consistencies in advice in the areas we focus on, independent of what the situation may be for the client or their goals. And to describe that, and this is the way that we describe it with our clients, is there's 4 key areas for any sound financial strategy or foundation, which is what financial planning ultimately builds off. And that is, 1, providing advice around cash flow and debt management. So understanding what the cash flow position is, what free cash flow is available, is obviously a very important part of the process to understanding what strategies are appropriate or available to engage in. Debt management, understanding good debt versus bad debt. How much debt should you have or should you not have? With debt planning, ultimately that leads into efficiency of planning. And that's a word we use a lot in what we do, is efficiency. And how can we be doing things more efficiently? Number 2 is around tax management and structural advice. So I'm sure many people would appreciate and agree with that tax is one of the biggest drags on financial wealth. And as a result, understanding how we can do things more efficiently by exploring the different tax structures that are available to us, whether it be family trusts, investment companies, superannuation, self-managed superannuation, and how that can be intertwined with our cash flow and debt management to again achieve the most efficient and optimal outcome. Third, you've got contingency planning and estate planning. Now, to ensure that we're able to go forward, sometimes we've got to protect ourselves from going backwards, and unfortunately we do have to deal with the potential issues of things like death and disability and sickness. And so when you look in those areas, is understanding how can we protect against those items for that particular situation, whether it be life insurance, income protection, disability insurance. And then you've also got your wills and estate planning and testamentary trusts and what might be appropriate to your needs. Beyond that though, we've also got intergenerational wealth. So how can we protect your wealth through the generations and improve the longevity of your wealth? What conversations do we need to be having with you or the individual to ensure that we're protecting and wealth is lasting? And then the last pillar is number 4, which is investment planning. And that's around understanding the risk profile of the client. How is that person, what is their comfort levels with regards to investing? What strategies or what risk profile do they need to be to help them achieve their goals and objectives? How can we help manage that gap and improve on that for the client? So hopefully that shares a little bit of information and light on what's involved in the planning process and the strategic area of advice. The best plans are definitely the ones that have got all 4 of those pillars speaking with each other and working together to again achieve the optimal and most efficient outcome in achieving your goals and objectives.
Fantastic. Well, if you'd like to know more, please get in touch.